Hey guys, Tori here, your Uncle Flip, the Geelong-Flipper. You may have not recognised me because I'm Queensland Tori today, wearing my brand new hoodie. Today we're going to go op shopping. We're going to be looking for stuff to buy and flip for a profit, as they say on all the good channels. And I'm also going to be talking about the new increases to Australia postage prices. So it's going to be a hell of a ride. I've just sort of woken up, but we're going to have a coffee and some food and fix all that. Like, subscribe, and do all those YouTube things. Let's get on the road. Well, actually, we won't, because I'll talk about the Australia Post things first, and then there'll be footage of other things. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Hey guys, Uncle Flip here. How you doing? I am just simply, before we get into all the fun stuff, the going op shopping and doing the pick and pack and pack and track. I just want to address some things that are going to be taking place pretty soon for us regarding price increases from Australia Post. There was an email that went out a little while ago, and at first I wasn't going to promulgate it, but then I thought to myself, sometimes I am your only source of information for this stuff, so I should do a video and we go through this just very quickly and just unpack it together. So I'm just going to get the screen recording done. I've got the green screen on. I don't know how well that will work for me today, but this is all about just trying to help you guys. And so I'll get the screen recording going in 3, 2, and 1. ACCC in November 2024, I can confirm Australia Post will apply the proposed price increase to reserved ordinary letters, which includes a 20-cent increase to the basic postage rate, up from $1.50 to $1.70, and an increase in the price for ordinary large letters delivered at the regular timetable. This email confirms the effective date for the price change is the 17th of July 2025. Make sure, guys, this is Tori talking now, not them. Make sure that you're accounting for your postage rate, whether you give away the postage or whether you charge it. Factor this date in, okay, into your listings. These changes are subject to finalising regulatory processes and follow the ACCC's preliminary view not to object to the increase. So basically, the ACCC has looked at this and gone, yeah, okay, do it. There is no change proposed to the price of concession stamps at $3 for a booklet of 5 stamps, or to seasonal greeting card stamps at 65 cents for a small letter. That won't really affect us much at all. If you are a concession card holder, then maybe that is something for you to look at. Increase the business letter service pricing. So the pricing of business letter services is changing, effective on the 17th of July, 2025. Coming up soon, a few weeks away. I should say, just for relevance, this is being recorded on the 20th of June, 2025. More details on this is all at the Aussie Post website. You can look that up, or you can see the address in this video, so go there yourself and have a look. But there's a table below that is showing, and guys, there are some changes for you guys to be very aware of, okay? So let's go through them together. First things first, there's going to be a 13% price increase for just regular stamp and priority label. And you can see there 13% for the regular, 15.9 to 22.7 on that priority. Pre-sorted letters, 13.2% to 13.5, or for priority, 17.5 to 26%. They're substantial increases. Promo post, most of us will not have to worry about that, so I'm not even going to cover it. Charity, well, we don't have to cover that one either. So if we're having a look at some of these other ones further down, though, this is where it starts to impact us as sellers. The reply paid, the regular is a 13 to 14.7% increase, but then you go to priority again, 13.9 to 25%, okay, increase. Local country is 13.1 to 13.5, once again, priority. And I am just reading these out, guys, because this is what is happening. It's like, we can't even go, oh, I don't want this. This is what is happening. So 16.5 to 22.3% there. Prepaid envelopes, okay? Now, this is where I was using some of these. 12.8% to 14.4%. That's a fair old increase there. Print post, 10% to 15.4%. And then priority, 13.8 to 26.3%. Your registered post, 11.1 to 12.5 on the regular, 10.2 to 17.1 on the priority. Domestic letter with tracking, Okay, so 12.5 to 13.7, and I know a lot of us use those to ship media in. And also, now this one I don't think does count for us though. Print, post, line haul. So I don't just ignore that. I know it's on the screen, but just ignore that one. So let's have a look here. Priority increases are higher than regular prices to help cover the higher costs and greater losses associated with providing this faster service. Now, it's something that they're doing, but that's something I do push back on a little bit here. How Australia Post has been making money constantly. I don't see where the losses would be coming in expediting processes. It's something that in the past, Aussie Post was super fast anyhow. But as parcels and other electronic means of doing business are taking over, like even us guys doing what we do, Post has slowed down, even though the infrastructure to expedite post has improved. It's weird, but it's obviously what we do as resellers is outpacing what they are doing as a distribution network. We pay for that. We pay to get it there quicker. Make sure you are charging your customers if they want express post. Don't do it for free. It's going to increase. Priority postage is going to increase exponentially to the point you, like in the past, you'd be thinking to yourself, I can handle that. These increases will be to the point that you may feel the pinch of the pennies if you are giving this service away for free. In association with all that, please don't forget, if you are doing signature required, it is a $2.95 charge. It is not free, and your customer needs to pay for that unless the sale is of such a magnificent nature that you decide to let that go through to the keeper, being you, out of your pocket. I've done that before. Sometimes we do that, all right? So as we can see here, we are looking at the substantial increases across the board. Don't be scared though. When you do think about some of these things, 13% even, it's like, yeah, you know, you may pay an extra 39 cents on some items. That's just a rough thing there. Say it's a $3 spend if you're just doing an envelope or something like that. But as you do go through to the more expensive postal options, those increases will see substantial price increases for you. So be mindful of that when you are charging your shipping. As always, either do flat rate, where you know you're putting stuff into a box and that is it, and then you can rely on your different band discounts if you've got them. If you don't, I strongly suggest you do sign up for a My Business Post account. You can accrue discounts. The more you use it, the more discounts you get, and that is something that I certainly use to help my business grow and prosper in these times when postage prices are increasing. Even as that is the case, I still would be increasing some of my postage rates to cover this particular scenario, because at the end of the day, I think our best bet as resellers is to not rely on that band discount, because some people don't have access to it. So my advice to you is pretend it doesn't exist when you make up your postage prices, and just stick to them as though you're just paying what Australia Post charges, maybe even including the cost of packing materials where relevant for your individual business. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Australia Post has provided an indication of future year prices for financial year 27 and 28 in its price notification documents to the ACCC, which means expect more of the same. They are doing this in advance. This is in response to customer feedback that this will help with their planning. I'm sure the customer feedback wasn't, please increase the prices of what you are doing. However, knowing that this stuff is coming is going to be helpful. This price path is subject to change, and actual prices will be confirmed after we complete each annual planning and approval process. There's a link to find out more. I'm not going to click on it here. We're here to help. If you have any questions or would like to discuss these changes, please call us on 131118, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. We look forward to continuing to work together to support your business into the future. Yours sincerely, Gary Starr, Executive General Manager, Parcel, Post and E-Commerce Service. And I'm sure if you dial 131118 and ask to speak to Gary, he'll be more than happy to take your call and speak about how Australia Post can help your eBay business thrive. Guys, this was just simply an informative one. What are your thoughts? Let us know down below in the comments. We are going to see price increases. This is the nature of the beast, but the best thing is that we can be informed and know about it, and therefore we can adjust accordingly. I'm going to try to keep myself out of the video as much as possible. I'll just tuck myself away in a corner. But this will give you the opportunity to pause the video, make notes, and I'm sure that all of this is on the Australia Post website. But here it is for you right now, courtesy of moi, and I do hope that it has been an informative process. All right, guys, thank you so much. Now, for the regular thrifting, packing, picking, and just complaining about stuff content, I hope that everyone is doing super well and that you are preparing your own reselling business to get ready for financial year 25-26. I know I certainly need to. All right, guys, let's get into the vid. Yes? Hi, guys. I'm still not in Queensland. I'm in Lara. We're at the Lara Uniting Op Shop. We're doing our Lara run today. It is a good run, and we've got a few places to hit. So let's just get straight into it. And I'm going to pretend that I've already done the Australia Post thing. So I hope you enjoyed that information. Come on, where's the stife? That'll do. All right, so not a huge haul so far. I've got the 2 Barbie cups. I'll probably do them for $15 each plus shipping. And this little lady here, I've got no idea yet, probably about 30. She's missing a hand, but you can buy secondary hands, which is a weird thing to say. Okay, I'm going to get this one. It's $1. It's a Sanrio cup, like the same company that does Hello Kitty. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a Maxwell Williams, just little birds. It's very, very sweet, very pretty. So yeah, I'll pick that up too. Feels like we've just been here. It hasn't, it's been a week. Holy Trinity, last time gave us the goods. Can they do it again? I got no idea. We'll find out together though. Okay, so far I've got Wranglers here. I've got Levi's and a pair of Mambo pants there, $4 at this op shop. So it's really, really good value for money. All right, guys, so I just finished up in there. I thought I'd quickly show you what I got. Yes, I've still got stuff from the other day. Mad Huey's, that was $2. All the jeans are $2 a pair. Oh, sorry, $4 a pair. So I got Levi's, Mambo. I think this was, what brand was it again? RB Sellers. Now, the reason why I'm grabbing these is I like to fill my store with affordable jeans. So this one here, Wranglers for $4. Jack and Jones, it's a brand I have been sleeping on, but not anymore. It is worth getting. Helps if I'm actually showing you the brand and what to look for. Some slacks here. They're Greg Norman golfing pants. They'll go okay. Shirts, Forever 20. These are $3 each. Forever 21 collars. They go for about 30. US Polo Association. This one was the Boonie Army one you guys saw me sell a while ago. So to get that for $3, I'll be on selling that for about $45. Is well worth doing. Look out for those ones. People do buy them. This one was a neat one. So this is the, it's a Nike UNICEF. But yeah, it is the dry fit with Messi on the back. It's worn, but that shouldn't matter. It's got all the right badges and tags on it. A North Face t-shirt. Jack and Jones polo shirt. This one was a good find though. This is a an Adidas Lakers top with Kobe on the back. $3 guys, that was $3. Levi's Premium. I don't mind doing these because the photography is fairly easy, but the nice thing about it is, and they were, sorry, Seed, another decent brand. I've started buying some of the smaller sizes purely because at the end of the day, people are still going to buy those sizes and use them, wear them. So yeah, to chalk up, that whole bundle cost me about $55, and I would say I stand to make maybe 500 plus by the time I'm done with it all. I'll need to do my due diligence on that Kobe, just to make sure that I'm happy with it. There are a lot of forged NBA singlets and stuff like that, but I thought for $3 I'm going to take that risk, and I'll do the research at home. So yeah, that's that haul there. It's the Holy Trinity, and we've still got plenty to go. Ali needs to find stock, so we are doing a bit of a run, which will put us under the pump. And I've decided now, I think tonight is just going to be a us night. So I love you guys, but there won't be a live, and you won't know until the very next time that I'm doing a live. But other than that, things are going well. It's a beautiful day in Geelong, and yeah, you couldn't ask for any better. It's chilly, but look, the sun's out. My guns aren't though. Let's go. So, oh, g'day guys. I'm at the Salvos. I'm looking at the clothes. I haven't found anything that really suits the purpose, but I think I'm going to use it to look up some stuff that I haven't looked at before. Brands, try to learn a little bit while Ali looks for stuff for herself. Because yeah, there's some brands here that I should be checking. I haven't ever. I may as well use this time to do a little bit of research. So some images may float up. I've got no idea. Don't know. Alright guys, so I picked up a couple of things there. As always, the fabulous staff there. Trace, thank you mate, they looked after me. I got such a good deal. I better not repeat for camera, but I got this Sullen. Like legitimately, I don't want anyone being in trouble. You guys know I'm a tight ass, so if I bought these, a Corona shirt, which I just thought looked really sweet, a Puma top, which I keep buying even though I probably shouldn't, but this was the winner. I think this was already priced at $5. It's an Under Armour shirt, but it's called Project Rock. Have a look for these, they seem to comp quite well. The shirt for the $5 should net me I would say about 35 to 45 bucks. All right guys, in North Lane, we're at Treasures Op Shop. This is one of my hidden secrets. I love this place, and well, most of the time the stuff are awesome. So everyone has a bad day, but it's open. I think only staff are here, so we're going to dig in. Don't say I don't give you the good information. This is how awesome this place is. They have the different specials. So today we have got $1 for store wide. See, that's why it's awesome. I won't argue with a small pony for $1. RB Sellers Strides, $1. They're in good nick. All right, legends. So we're at Omar's Collectibles. We're going to wait for Fran to come back, and then we'll have a look in there. Because, you know, otherwise I'm going to gut the shop and put it all in my car. So guys, you would not expect this place to be out here. It's in the middle of Labuan Square, which is in North Lane. And it's hidden behind a very nondescript window front. But yeah, Omar's Collectibles, Fran owns it. These are all from her mother and I think her grandmother. So they were collectors, as a lot of us are. And she's now selling the collection. And I try to wheel and deal on occasion out here, but I did think I had to show you guys because it is quite amazing, to say the least. There's even more out the back. She still has even more stock again. And frankly, I salivate when I come in here because there's a lot of really cool niche stuff. It appears that like her family must have just collected a little bit of everything, which is quite awesome. I mean, you know, you've got your old plushies like this guy here. Just wonderful, wonderful things. And you can spend just as much time looking around as you would actually buying some Teddy Ruxpin toys down there. More things there. By the way, this is totally not an ad. I was just blown away by the fact that one family collected this much. And I will say to you guys too, this does open up a opportunity in that if you guys are interested and you have collections and you're somewhere and you don't mind sharing them, you don't have to be selling them, but I think the viewers would love to see collections of interesting things. So if that is something you feel that you'd want to be on camera for, do contact me at Geelong-Flipper@gmail.com and maybe we'll come and check out your collection. I think that's always interesting. It opens up different avenues of discussion, and generally collectors know a lot about the stuff that they've got. So we might be able to find out some interesting things about your collection that help us as resellers figure out a little bit more. Now I'm going to switch the camera and do a quick little lap and just show you some of the cool stuff. Now, a friend does sell on eBay, so she's not a reseller, but she's selling stuff that her family bought. So the pricing is eBay pricing, and but she knows that I'm also keen on getting stuff out there too, and she does look after people when they come in, so don't mind the pricing. Let's have a quick look around. All right, guys, so as I said, lots of bits and bobs in here. You can almost imagine any hobby that you've got. There's pretty much something here that will scratch that itch. But I was taken by some of the really old plushies and some of the old Thomas sets. I noticed some under here as well. They're complete. The boxes are a bit beat up, but geez, they're old. And if you guys don't know your Thomas sets, there was this brand that came out a while ago. It's called Merit. And it sort of came and went, and I don't know the history behind it. So if we do have any Thomas buffs that do know that backstory behind the Merit series and why they stopped. The Berry Tails Bear, pretty cute. It reminds me of Teddy Ruxpin, like I said before. All sorts of, oh my God, creepy dolls. If you see any of them move by themselves, make sure that you put a comment below, okay? Because none of them are meant to move. But look at this deranged looking thing. I mean, that is the stuff, I'm sorry, doll, I feel like you're going to bite me. But it is the stuff of nightmares. A cursed doll, maybe. I don't know. All right, around the corner, ducking down. Yeah, check those guys out. They're cute as well. All old. It amazes me that like how much stuff is still in its boxes. So for collectors, that would be a little bit of a very neat thing to get into. I noticed these Hasbro little babies. They go okay as bundles, guys. If you ever see them in the op shops, they don't look like they're proper toys, but they most certainly are, even though they look quite misshapen. We've got some more stuff here, stuff you saw before. Lots more Thomas. And that price, even though it's like 50 bucks, as I said, there is an eBay store and that's the eBay pricing. That's pretty much in line with most sold comps of things that you would see Thomas-wise from that Merit series. Over the back, I won't get them out. I don't want to fiddle with things in case they fall. But they're the McFarlane Toys Kiss ones. I don't think it's, don't know if it's complete or not, but they can go quite well. But yeah, lots of things to see and to buy and to do. And I didn't actually notice that that's a banger of a set as well, particularly if it's complete. I owned that some time ago. I bought it to resell. I can't recall how much I flicked it out for, but I know that I was happy with the result. But yeah, just lots of stuff. It's constantly changing, constantly having new stuff brought in. Oddly enough, new old stuff. And yeah, it's at Norlane. So it was a pleasant surprise. Our Oppo that we go to across the way is closed already. I don't know if they open Fridays. Maybe I just screwed up. And I do love some of these Pooh Bears here as well. Anyhow, it's meant to be more about me, not someone's shop. But this is interesting enough that I did want you guys to see it. And yeah, friend's happy to do deals. So if you're in Geelong and you want to come and have a Bo Peep, make sure you do it. You might actually leave with something you want for yourself or something that you can try to make a buck on. But now I've got a shop for me, so I'm going to come back later. Last stop of the day, Norlane. And then I've got to do a pick pack. Alright, so this is the Disney Princess Build-A-Bear. It's in good nick. It's $4. Should get 28 to 32. Okay, so I haven't been able to do this about this place for a while, but once again, as you know, someone with the crack pipes got onto the pricing gun. $7 some busted ass board shorts. Check this out though. $14 for a short sleeve collared second-hand shirt. Not t-shirt. Get your act together, Tori. The Lowe's, this is just ridiculous. Piping hot, that's $5. Where do you get $14 for a Oppo? $10, that one was, I think. I mean, I'm sorry. You know, let's pan on back. Let's reality check ourselves here. $10, no thanks. And you know what? The $14 shirt, yeah, I don't know much. It's Fletcher Jones Country Club. 14 freaking dollars. If you're coming in to buy these just to wear them, you're not coming in here to spend $14 on a shirt. Forget the reseller angle, as I've been told to do. If I'm just going to be looking at just straight up, here you go, items. Okay, Target, $8. I think someone was, you know, just having a bit of fun at home before they came in to start with the pricing gun. Wow. This sort of stuff, the pricing just angers me. Makes me not want to spend a cent in here. Come on. You guys were normally one of the better ones out here in Norlane. And I know you don't like me saying it, but normal customers, let alone resellers, $14 for a shirt. Come on. You guys can do better, and I know you can. Well, I'm thinking. All right, guys, so I ended up putting the bear back. I've got a lot of those at the moment. Even though it sort of represents the right value, I've got a lot of stuff to process, and I've got more money making potential in the clothing that I bought. So I popped that one back. So nothing from Norlane today, other than a sad look at some of the new pricing. I hope that's not indicative of how it's going to go. I will tell you right now, that shop is normally very well laid out. Maybe they've been smashed. We are here at 2 o'clock in the Arvo. But yeah, some of the $14 for a shirt. Come off the grass, Fletcher Jones. Yes, it's a good brand, but not in the overall sense of fashion in the whole world. I've seen far bigger brands than that sold a lot less on the Thrift. And considering some of the stuff I picked up earlier, it didn't make sense to suddenly go, I'm going to do $14 to sell it for $29. Whatever. I don't know. Sun's getting my eyes. We've got to go to the off-site. I don't know if Ali's going to come to the off-site. She's got a lot of work to do at home. I think most of her listing is at home. I've got to go pick pack, but then I've got to list at home. So yeah, it's a bit of a rush, and it's with that I realise also that I probably do need the night off from the live, purely because technically, even though we had fun on Tuesday and we've taken the day to do this, so today is a work day, even though it's fun. And I do have to say, hey Cheryl, it was good running into you at Treasures. Again, well, not at Treasures. I caught up with a viewer, Cheryl, who was run into me before at Vinny. So g'day, mate. She's too shy to be on camera, but we'll get people around to the idea soon enough. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll find out once Ali gets out here. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so I'm headed out to the off-site. I did stop at the Vinny's there. I didn't grab anything today, but in the off chance, I didn't even catch your name, but I had a really good chat to a fella there. I'm sorry to describe you like this, but you had the blacked out arm tattoo. You're a legend. Keep doing what you're doing. He and his missus are getting into reselling, or are into it. But yeah, I love the fact that you were open to talking about it. And you seem really nice, so I hope I do bump into you again. Next time I'll actually ask your name. You meet good people on the Thrift, guys. I know you know it, but always be open to speaking to strangers, because you don't know their story and what they may know and what they can actually bring to you. It's exciting as heck. I love it. I love what I do. It's been a good day. We are losing light. Not that it matters. I've got the power pack, but I've got to get this stuff, get it shipped, get it out, get it shipped, get it shipped, get a ship. Get a ship? I don't want a ship. Well, legends, listen to me now. Look up. Okay, so this is Christian. This is who I was just speaking to.
Go, mate. How are you?
Not too bad at all. You're on the spot. But he's a good dude, and this is why I love op shopping. It's why I love talking to other resellers, finding out stuff and learning it. Now, you can go and do what you were doing.
Stuff,
I just wanted to give you a shout out.
Nice.
Likewise. Cheers. Take care.
Later, bro.
I'm stoked on that. That's so good. I love it. How cool is that, guys? I was just talking to you about Christian, and there he is. Awesome sauce. Okay. I actually feel better about that. Get to work. See, stuff like that. Oh, sorry. Through the magic of television, I'm now at the offsite. I tell you what, not sure about this. This is almost... No, Ali ordered another one as well. She had to get an emergency roll because we powered through my big boy so quickly. So we've got a whole heap of other stuff heading to us. We did a big stationery order. Yes, I'm off camera, so don't stress. But this stuff has to go today. So I'm going to just pack what is necessary, tell you guys about it, of course, and then we'll get out of here that I can actually get the to the post on time. It might be late, I will but at the very least, our local post office is open tomorrow, Saturday morning. And now that it is after, no, I won't make it. Now that it is after 4 o'clock though, as long as I get my labels printed tonight, the tracking numbers will load on for the customers. I'll get them to the LPO tomorrow and everything will be sweet. So that's okay. Not a great deal to worry about there. One thing I am worried about is stock levels. They are rising. I'm buying more stuff. Yes, I've set up at home my photography station. I know it looks like I'm from Queensland. I just wish that I was living in Queensland. I keep mentioning that. One day. I don't want it to be a pipe dream. I was going to move there years ago. Tell you what though, imagine how things would have been. At that time I was single. I just wanted to get out of Geelong, you know, marriage gone bad and all the rest. Wanted to get out of Geelong. I wouldn't have met Ali. Or maybe I would have. Maybe I was meant to meet her somehow. But I'm glad that I got stuck in Geelong because, one, I got to hang out with Mum for a couple more years before she passed. But, yeah, just imagine, though, not meeting Ali. That would have sucked. All right. But I did. I was all the way planning to go to Queensland. I'd even booked a hotel room to stay for a few weeks while I sussed out the spaces that I was interested in. Car hire. Lost a lot of money because I took deals when, you know, but no deposit, no refunding deals, which was kind of harsh because then COVID kicked in. I couldn't go, even if I'd wanted to. All right, we're just going to load up the, no, we don't want to do that. We'll load up the eBay app. And guys, I took a kick in the butt earlier as I was out on the hunt on the Thrift, looking as I do, like this. I received, look now. I told you it gets kind of kooky after a certain amount of time of filming. Oh, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Is it on? It is. It's falling off. It may hurt your ears. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah. I would have been a Queenslander. Now, we've got some stuff to pack here, so let's get into it and do it. Some of this stuff, I mean, I'm stoked for all of it. First things first, though, this was my own property. A Lego set that I ended up not even building, and it is the Legos Art Series, so you get to build and the Beatles. But here's the catch. You can only make one of them. You'd need 4 sets to do that picture. So they were on sale. I got that for $169 and I sold it for $243.75. I took a hit of $131.25 because it was in my 180-day pile. So get rid of it. And I took a deal for 35% off. If you do want to have a look through my stuff, yes, please do. I'll happily sell it to you. But it is basically anything 180 days plus is 35% off. And I don't think I'm going to muck around with that sort of thing. I'll just grab these Ariat boots and I'll bring them up and show you. If you watched a recent episode where I had a fun time out there shopping with Jada from Diary of a Flipper, you would have seen me pick up these Ariat boots. I took a deal on them because just the offer was fine. I got a couple of lower offers. So these, I picked them up for $30 on the Thrift, on the Hunt. They're a leather boot, very good quality cowboy boots. And let's have a quick look here. I sold them for $110. Taking that offer, I'm going to give you the breakdown though, just to let you know how hard I was hit. Okay, so Not too bad, not too bad at all. Actually, not too bad at all because I felt like the Ariats would go quick. So I only did a 5% promoted rate and they did sell. Okay, so I sold them for 110 plus 15 posts, $125. Then eBay stung me $16.70 for their transaction fees, and I paid an additional $6.88 for the promoted listing. So that isn't too bad with $101.42. And with my band 5, I'd imagine these are going to cost me, I would say about $13 to ship, hopefully. I do want to give them a bit of extra love because they're expensive boots. That may be the only thing that makes me come undone a little bit, because I do want them to arrive looking as good as they do right now. I'm very grateful for the sale. Matthew, thank you for buying from me. And also, just jumping back quickly, the Lego is going to Mexico, to Sergio. So Sergio, gracias, I do appreciate it. That set is muy bueno, and I hope that you have a lot of fun playing and building it. So that's sweet as. I know I just threw a whole heap of Spanish words in. I speak Spanish like maybe a 2-year-old. I can talk to people in Spanish and they do understand me, but if they speak back to me at full speed, I don't stand a chance. You've got to talk to me really slowly and really simply. But I think I could handle it if I was in Spain. I'd be able to pick up enough to know that I'm in danger from the cartel. That one is at home though, and I've got the cardboard that I need at home, but I want to put a bit of extra bibble wrap around that one, which I don't have at home, so we will get that for that. Just a little layer to give it a bit of bump around the cardboard. Guys, if it is your first time here and you've actually sat through all this stuff here, this is my off-site, which basically just means it's not at my home. It's a storage place. We call the channel, and my friends, my Flipper family, they do call it, and I call it the baby off-site or the baby warehouse. And yeah, this is where myself and my fiance Ali, we work out of here. And so it is our little warehouse. It is our office. It's powered by a big power station because there is no power in here. So through your generosity and through our hard saving, we bought the power station, and you guys have helped with shelving, and you know, even the second light up there. Mark and Beck, thank you. As a community, you've actually helped me build this space for myself and my love to work. So bless your hearts. If you're still here for that, thank you. All right. One day I'm going to have to stop individually, I think, because one day I'm going to forget someone and I will feel shattered. All right, so this is one I'm glad is gone, and I'll tell you why. It's not because it's a dud product, it's actually because it's a good product. So this guy here, I paid $3 for him, and it went out for $59. It works, obviously. I tested it before I sold it. I always test the electronics, and it's already tagged anyhow. I'm just double checking here. I'm going to check the actual listing itself because, yep, okay. I wanted to show that it's got the battery compartment, but it's missing the battery cover. Most people won't care about that, but some people do. They want to make sure that even if the power goes off, they still get woken up. This thing, the speaker quality on it was sensational. So I'm very, very grateful for that sale. And I know it's a really good piece of kit because I had the good fortune to test it. Wilma, thank you for the purchase. I do appreciate that. And just to let you guys know, give you the breakdown, see how things are. So all up, it was $59 plus $15, $74, less $8.80 transaction, but my promoted listing fee was less $7.81, leaving me with $57.39. It adds up, guys. Be sure you know what you're doing if you're doing promoted listings. I love them. I rate them, but some of you don't calculate how much you will lose when you do a promoted listing. Be on top of it. It's worth it. It's worth pushing your product out there. But if you're not sure of the hit you're going to take, it may come as a nasty shock. Just food for thought. Okay, so 2 more things, and then the rest of it I can save for a weekend pick pack. which I will, because I want to get this done. I need to do work at home, and I need to buy dinner as well. This one is cute. Okay, so this is a Winnie the Pooh Resoftables. It is Tigger, and the Resoftables are, no kidding, so cute. So I'll just get that out. It's just down behind the camera. I am a fan of these. Sold one to viewer Cody in America recently. Cody's Plush Adventures is a YouTube channel. I don't know what the content is. I just know that Cody's trying to get it off the ground, so good on you, mate. So yeah, this little cutie pie. I think I paid $2 or $3. It is, yeah, the Resoftables, very, very soft. They feel nice. I think they'd be very comforting for the adult or child who's going to be cuddling this up. So it is good. They're $2 or $3. Sold it for $23.75. That makes me think it was on offer, or I accepted an offer, or I sent out an offer, and $10 ship on that one. So that's a very happy purchase. I am finding often you guys aren't putting your stuff on here. No, this is not a viewer, so I won't worry. At least I'm not aware of it. It's a really lovely name, but it's so obviously identifiable. I will not read it out on this occasion. In Tub 50, I recently bought that super dry t-shirt that I showed you, the flocked one. No surprise, guys, it's sold already, which is a lovely turnover. Let me just fight the tub here to get it out. There it is. Yeah, sold immediately. No haggling, no issues. I knew it was a good shirt, and you guys can correct me, but I'm pretty confident that I paid $4 or $5 for this. It is gorgeous, and I sold it for $35 plus $10 shipping, and I'm really happy with that result. So we've already done the pick pack. It may seem like a bit of an anticlimactic thing, but at the end of the day, my customers come first, and getting their items shipped out to them in a timely fashion is priority number one for me. So I'm just so super glad that you guys come along for the ride, because otherwise you wouldn't know about that. But it's literally fuzzy to touch. It's like so cool. It's probably worth more than what I sold it for. I don't care. I make good money, and now the customer gets a really good product. So what we'll do is we'll get it ready to send out the door. Just give it a quick fold up. I'm gonna, with some of this stuff, I'm trying to get better at my folding because I'm pretty terrible at it. But I did purchase some plastic bags the other day. Black Eye Joe has got me a lot more, I think, but Joey, I sort of need them now. So I have started purchasing some bags to put clothes into. I am thinking that maybe I won't ship them in the bags, so as I can save them, but they'll be protected. And let's face it, it's going in. I know this isn't great, but I don't have a shirt folder yet. That's good enough. So at least the buyer knows that I cared when I put it in and it's all folded up, because I tend to just stuff things in. So I'm going to move away from that a little bit, except for Care Bears, because that's funny and we love funny. This top was given to me by Hayden, channel member Hayden. And Hayden, it's so comfy. Thank you. And it feels really nice, and I feel a little bit closer to Queensland. Isn't it bad? I know I talk about it a lot, but it sometimes feels a bit tragic that I pine for a place that, you know, I've never lived in. But it does make me just Queensland, guys. If I had the money, I'd be there in a heartbeat. And I was asked an interesting question. Anthony, thank you for this purchase, by the way, if I didn't say thank you. I appreciate the business and the quick turnover on that one. See, I still took a promoted listing hit on it, but even so, I still did just fine out of it. I made a clear $20 odd profit. Okay. Yeah, I do enjoy Queensland quite a lot, so it's just one of those things that does make me feel very happy. These Resoftables very comfortably fit into the small satchel. Someone said the other day, oh, like I know I jam the Care Bears in, and that's a bit of a channel joke, but they're like, why don't you send your plush in boxes? No. I'm not going to send plush in boxes. They said I'd feel angry if I found my toy like that. Your stuffed toy that comes out, you know, I get it. For the joke for the channel is I grab the Care Bears and I slam them into the bags, and I do, because it's part of our fun. We love our Care Bears, but it's fun to see them being pushed into satchels. And anyone, like, if you're new, my beautiful subscribers and my friends, they send me Care Bears when they find them out on the hunt. Because I always said to myself, like, the Care Bears that I've got up there, they're all for sale, right? But the ones that you guys give me, they're not allowed to be sold, at least not for a very long time. Some of them I'll never sell. But it was just one of those jokes that we had, because we all think the Care Bears are so cute that, you know, it's kind of funny to see them being slammed into a bag. That was the whole idea behind it anyhow. Electronics, however, yes, it'll go in a box. Plushies, I've only done it, I think, 1 or 2 times ever. And that was purely because there was animatronic parts inside. And also when, well, friend and channel member, Grand Flip member, Flipper, Mel, bought Carey off me. She also bought other stuff, and it made far more sense to pack the whole lot into a big box to get it all safely to her. And it was kind of sweet, actually. She chose the Care Bear that had been on display for ages, and I love the fact that you got that one, Mel. It made me smile, because it was like on display for so long. I was actually really surprised that it hadn't gone sooner, so I'm glad you got it. Otherwise, as of late, Rhiannon has bought a few off me, but I think Paragirl for Life, aka Kaz, aka my mate, has bought so many off me. It's sort of become a running joke. As soon as I show a Care Bear, she sends me a message. Yeah, I'll get that one. Can't have all of them. Can't have all of them, but can have some of them. All right, so it's funny. I've now got 3 or 4 of the little purple share bears that talk. And Pudding McPudpud knows I love my. I'm busy talking about people, viewers, but they're my friends and my family now. So I do talk about friends and family. Yeah, sent me over a whole heap just recently. Got some great ones. Rob sent me a few, which was bloody awesome as well. Jeepers creepers. It is oh, and Hato sent me one too. Funshine Bear. So there's some good Care Bears in the mix. But my idea is, if I ever get myself sorted enough, I might even make it somehow that it's overhead storage, even in here, like a net or something, and I can dangle them from the top, that they're always hanging out with us. And also an idea was put forward, I think, by channel member Hadzi, that I get a Geelong-Flipper banner for at the back, which I do think would be a good idea, but it all boils down to money. It all boils down to money, and that's okay. Don't have to have everything. Want everything, don't have to have it. Okay, I'll tell you one thing I do want to get, and I want to get it more for our entertainment and my own, is I'm thinking of streaming the PlayStation games I play and talking to you guys as I'm playing it. You know, as long as I haven't had any adult cordial that day. I'm kidding, but it wouldn't help, would it? I wouldn't be able to play very well. I'm not a good gamer, but I believe I can be entertaining. So I want to get one of those PlayStation 5 cameras. So yeah, I don't know how much they cost or anything like that, but I know that if you plug it into the back of the PlayStation, I'd be able to stream the gameplay. I'll start up a separate channel called Uncle Flip's Games, and that's where I'll put gameplay footage, where you'll get to hear me shriek and be scared if I play Silent Hill. I need to see if I can connect my Bluetooth keyboard to the PlayStation, that when I set up a stream, I can yeah, do it nice and quickly. All right. So the remainder of that, I've got to do the Lego one at home. And I've got the Ariat boots remaining. Let's have a look there. They paid $15. First off, I'll double check our satchels here because I am going to send them in a satchel, but I might give them a bit of, well, not might. I am going to give them some extra zhuzhi protection. If I can fit them in here. These are boots, this like pretty much almost the same size as what I would wear, a little bit smaller, so they may not even fit in. Please fit in. We're going to start like this, and I don't know if there's actually an art to it. I don't think they are going to fit in there, and I can't complain really because they're beautiful and they weren't cheap. Okay, so they're not going to fit in there, and that's okay. Put that back, Tori. You're getting flustered. I do have some larger padded bags around. First off, I will see if they would go in there, not a hope. All right, give me a minute, guys. I do want to have a look, but I don't want to be all flustered, not being able to find what I'm after. Give me a sec. Hey, guys, I've decided on something else. I'm going to show you, though. Now, because the customer has paid so much and they are expensive boots, I'm not going to kid, I can't find the satchels that I'm after. I may have run out. I know there is part of an order coming through. I don't think I've got padded mailers medium here, small. I don't think I've got any large ones left. So I'm going to show you guys a trick. All right, it doesn't always work, but it's a good way of getting around the system if you're using my business post, and if you're on band 5, it's even better. This is a large box. Normally it's like 20 odd bucks to ship, right? All I'm going to do is instead of assembling it with the barcode on the outside, I'm assembling it back to front, all right? And this is the trick. So it lets you use their packaging, but hopefully, because the weight isn't that significant in them, it will also allow me to send them in the bigger box. That's better, like that, in the bigger box. Hang on, guys, precarious here. Nearly knocked my drink over the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply use a sparing amount. Now that it's inside a box, I don't have to worry too much. And just one boot is in. You guys can see, yeah, you can. There you go, one boot is in. And then all I simply do is I'm just laying the other boot across the other way. This bit is more unnecessary. It's more for show than go. So it is simply to show the customer I cared, and when they buy their $110 pair of boots, sort of get to unwrap it. That may sound silly, but I know if I bought something expensive, like I would want to feel like when the person got it ready for me, they took the extra time. And even though I did thank the purchaser, I don't think that they're a viewer. They might be after this if they get good service, but at the moment, they're not a viewer. They're just someone who was good enough to spend their money with me. So, get that in there. Move this stuff to one side. We are almost finished, guys. I don't think I'm going to come back out to the off-site tomorrow. I think Ali is spending the whole day here. I think. I'm not. I'll be working from home. We work over the weekends. It is a lot more relaxed, but we do work the weekends because typically, I think I might have said this before, but typically for what we do as full-timers, the op shops are pretty useless to us on the weekends, even savers. A lot of you guys have said that it feels like on the weekend savers don't do a lot of restocking. I think they would, because they're a for-profit. Their idea is they do want to make sales. But I just think there's just so many everyday punters out there that it may feel like they're not topping up. Which, yeah, was my experience. So I've been to Savers on a Saturday, Burnside, and I felt like the place had been pillaged and plundered by Vikings. Let's have a look here, see who that was for. Harriets. I did thank them earlier. Come on, load up. Get up, load up. Matt. Thank you, Matt. Okay. Okay. So that's a pick pack done. Beetle stuff has to be done at home. Putting stuff back where it was to try to not... The rest of the area there is slowly getting out of control. I do need to come and... look, if I get my work done tomorrow, I might come over tomorrow afternoon and try to get some stuff done. I might build that Thomas set and get some photos done here. Another thing I do want to do is my friend Daniel of the Daniel Table fame. He's got a... actually, yeah, that'd be a good idea. He's got a 900 mil wide shelf, and he got it cheap, so I'm buying it off him cheap. And if I position it at the other end here, I might even be able to put some white core flute or something on it, smack the Cheryl table up against it, and then we'll be good to go with all that sort of palaver. That might work well. Have a little photo station there. I might be able to fit some more tubs on. I love coming out here. But yeah, it's just all guns blazing at the moment. I'm trying to increase my game. Ali's game is increasing. She's doing super well. Like, I am crazy proud of her. She's got a real head for this sort of stuff. All the businessy bits and pieces. And when I'm having meltdowns and stuff, I know you guys would have. I mean, if you want to shout out your calming influence, give them a shout out in the comments. Show them some love. Make them immortal by having them having their comments on the channel. But she is like my rock with this stuff. When my sales are bad, she's the one that sits me down and like we go through and see what I'm doing wrong or whatever. I'm just going to cart this stuff out to the car. Yes, hello, can I help you? Person who drove slowly and tried to look in. They're pulling up now, so I can ask them what they're doing. No, I better not actually. They're down the other end. Maybe they were just wondering what the heck. I do feel that there is an inherent curiosity in this space to see what people have got inside their storage shed, because it is a mystery, isn't it? The sun is starting. Oh, hey guys, how you doing there, huh? The sun is starting to set, even though it's not super late. But yeah, so basically that's the pick pack done, and we'll do the pack up here. I'll get the battery pack and we'll get out of here. All right. You know what though, I've still got to record something when I get home, so I'm going to stop recording for now. Thank you for sharing the day with me as always. I'm just going to do the thing about the Australia Post and put it at the front of the video, so as you guys are getting some information, actionable, and then you can just watch me goof my way through the day and hopefully show you some things that made you laugh or gave you a pause for thought. So yeah, we'll do all that. All right, so I'm going to stop this video. If you've stayed all the way through, please subscribe, become channel members, and share it with a friend if you think they'd benefit at all. But in any case, guys, I'll see you on the next live or on the next video. I'll catch you later. Bye.